Hi, I'm Stashel, and this is my 2000 day hardcore world that I stream on Twitch. But today, you guys are getting a video from it. Isn't that neat? We are going to be working on a road today, and I've been thinking about this quite a bit. My world feels really disconnected, and I want to make the world feel more connected by adding roads and infrastructure that makes the world feel lived in, right? It makes it feel like there is actually life in the world aside from just me, which is why in this video, we're going to be taking a road, which we've already started a little bit, all the way here from our base at spawn, the Expeditionary Company trading post, all the way north to the Dwarven Kingdom, up here. Well, actually to a port city, probably around here, that we'll build later. That's besides the point. It will, in its end, the goal is to reach the Dwarven Kingdom, all the way here up in the cold north. And at the end of this video, we'll check our stats and see just how long the road really is. So, without further ado, let's get into this and talk about this project. You thought I was going to start building. Absolutely not. So, because of this build already having been started, and there being some gaps in travel, of course, things like this mountain here, there are some things I've had to build extra, special. And as we do things like cross rivers, we'll have to build more bridges than I already have. This is like, I think I built probably 4 or 5 bridges now for this project already. Because we got one over there, we got one here, there's 2 up ahead, if not another one. So there's at least 4. But bridges like this are just one thing we'll be adding in order to make the road feel as though it's used, make it feel real, and also just not super boring to walk along. Now, will I be using these roads a lot? No. Like I said, it's more so to make the world feel lived in, not for necessarily actual use. If it were for actual use, I wouldn't even bother going up and down and around these hills. I would just dig a tunnel all the way there, and I would just do one straight line and then turn at a corner and be at the project that I want to be at. That is not what I want to do with this road. It wouldn't... No road would ever be built like that. It just wouldn't make any sense to. But part of making this road feel more alive are little builds like this, which is what we are going to be working on now, is finishing up this village, adding some detail, as much as I can think to add, at least. That just makes this look completed far more than it looks right now. As you can see, 2 of these buildings don't even have ceilings. One of them isn't even built yet. It's just a base. So that's what we're going to be doing now. Let me actually start a recording here. Here we go. I've never used flashback. I usually use replay mod. So if it looks terrible, it's my fault. Anyhow, let's get into it. I'm going to need some smooth stone, sandstone that is, cut sandstone, maybe some detailing blocks here, and also, of course, spruce planks. While I grab these materials, I'm going to ask you to subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. This is very different from what I usually upload. I'm trying something different today. I hope you guys like it. If you don't, leave a comment down below. Tell me what I should change. If you do like it, again, leave a comment down below. Drop a like on the video. Tell me what you liked about it. Anyway, I think we're gonna maybe do a building time-lapse. I have no idea how I'm gonna edit this. This is something I'm really new to. So, we'll see what we do with this. Alright, so a little bit of a project update here. I made two of the buildings 2 stories, as opposed to just one. Add a little bit of height variation in the build. I do think I might have cooked this some of the views, like the sight lines, though. Oh, I don't know that it's too bad. Like, as you're walking along the road, you don't really notice it too much. So I think it's probably fine if I leave it the way it is. I kinda like the way it's coming. I think it'll be alright. I think it works pretty well here. It also does look good from up here on the hill as you're looking towards it, which is good because I imagine, like, this is probably where you get, the most undivided view of the build is from that hill. So, yeah, I think we're doing pretty alright here. We're gonna go back to the time lapse here as I try and figure out what it is exactly I want to do with this build. Alright, so another progress update here. Progress update 2 or 3 or whatever it is now. Got a little bit more shape and some form here. It's coming together. There's some really nice breaking up here with putting the sandstone. I don't want to sneeze. I might sneeze. Give me a second. Okay. I think I'm good. Almost sneezed there. That was gonna hurt, probably. I could feel it. Anyhow, uh, so I put some cobblestone into the pillar, like the corners, right? And I think it really does break up the village nicely. Like, even from a distance, and from a distance it's really nice because it's super subtle. Like, you just barely notice it. If you zoom in, you can see it better. But I mean, from a distance, it just looks like the outside's a little bit warmer than the inside. It's just a little bit more saturated, which I think it really, really adds a lot. And of course, this is a far, far away from done area, and I'm also starting to run out of some things. As you probably saw, this was the last of my campfires, and as you also probably saw, my building is very harebrained. I can get distracted very easily. Like, I just thought about having like a little fishing dock or something, probably like right here, and like bringing this road to the river and maybe stretching it out, or it's not even really a road. It's more like just like a trampled little trail, but having a little fishing dock that kind of just comes off from the land a little bit, so you can fish this little like pond here that comes off from the ocean. Yeah, I'm not super happy with how this looks. I think it needs a little bit of work. I might change the stair and slab position. Also, I'm not happy with the trap doors, so I'm gonna change that really quick and see how that looks. Okay, so I think I like this more. I think it comes together a little bit better than it did the way before. This little ledge looks way more supported than it did. So I think that was the better choice. And if you're wondering what this is a block called Cobbled Sandstone. It is a modded block. It comes from a mod called Stoneworks, which I have in my hardcore world just to add, stone variants like this that should exist but don't, right? I mean, there are things like calcite should have, a stair variant and a slab variant and a wall variant. It doesn't, right? And we have stone bricks. Why don't we have something like granite bricks and diorite bricks, right? It adds those kinds of things, and it really adds to the world if you're subtle with it, right? And that is really subtle. If you weren't looking at it, you might not even notice. Or if you weren't, like, directly looking at it, taking some time, you really wouldn't notice. Now, other than that, we've got a little bit of other progress updates here to do. Obviously, we got these little overhangs. I love these. They are so nice. Yeah, we just got, like, little random bits of stuff piled up here. This one is meant to look like a bit more, junk-oriented. Like, it's just stuff piled up, whereas this is meant to look a bit more like organized storage. Just, you know, this is a lot more random, a lot more varied, whereas that over there is just barrels and pots. So it's meant to look, you know, a little bit more changed up here. And I had a little idea here just now. Oh, I don't have any bookshelves on me. Okay. I might need to go grab some bookshelves over from the villagers. But I just want to add like a little reading corner right here, right underneath this spot. I think it'll look kind of nice. So I'm going to go grab some bookshelves, and I will be right back. Okay, so I've just returned from grabbing bookshelves. It is now night. And that skeleton has a bow with knockback on it. As well as there's a creeper. I just wanted to sleep. You see that? Like, he's really throwing me for a loop here. There we go. Okay. I just gotta sleep. Oh, are you kidding me? There's a creeper in that building? Alright. I need to remember to light my builds. Oh, is he gonna come and get me? Yes, he is. No! Shoot. Okay, let's do some repairs here quickly. And, oh, of course, this is sand and sandstone, which means it's blast blast... What is durability? Is that the word I'm looking for? Blast resistance, that's the word I want. Blast resistance is really, really low. Not another creeper. Oh, come on. Really? Can a man just sleep in peace? This is why you leave your bed a distance away from your projects, so you fly or walk over to where you are sleeping, and mobs don't creep up on you if you have forgotten to light up your build. Like I did. Like an absolute fool. Okay, I need sand. I need sandstone. Then I need cut sandstone to repair this. Okay. Oh wait, I need a couple pieces of chiseled for the corners. Chiseled. I accidentally made way too much earlier. It's kind of funny. Also kind of not, because this is not like... I mean, I just used normal sandstone to make it, so it's not like it cost me too much. But it was kind of irritating. Alright, so before we do anything, I'm going to grab some torches here from the bag, and I'm just gonna put some torches around these buildings before I forget. Because I most certainly will if I don't do it right now. Just to keep this lit up and keep mobs from spawning. Do I have chem on? I don't know, it feels like I do, despite that I don't. Also, I never actually made a doorway for this house. I might just leave it there as like a funny little joke, like, yeah, it's the house you can't get into. Okay, put a torch there. Alright. I think we're good. Can do that. Let me break one of these just for some books to put in the bookshelves. And we get one more here. Another book there, and let's throw like 2 in here. I do kind of wish that chiseled bookshelves weren't like the same color in each slot, right? Like this could, like maybe someday this could be like that color blue, and this one down here could be that color sand, right? Like you keep the same 6 colors, but like you know, rotate whatever is present. Like I have, well, that wasn't a very good example of it, but I have the variated bookshelves texture pack from Vanilla Tweaks that really does a pretty good job of, you know, actually variating it, and it looks really nice. Yeah, okay. I like that. That's a nice little like spot to read at. Actually, here, let me grab a trika set of trapdoor. Or maybe I want to use. No, I think I want to go a trap door here and just have like a little table coming out, right? You can close this and be here. You can, oh, that's. Here we are, and you can just, oh, I guess I'm standing now. My head is. This is really strange. I actually like, I'm hitting shift, it doesn't do anything. It's only what, oh, what the heck? Can I click on the trapdoor? What is happening? That is an interesting glitch, Mojang. That is very interesting. Anyway, little reading corner right here. You can pop that out, you know, have a little table. I think that works. Very nice. Okay. This is really coming together. It is starting to look pretty good. I need to figure out what to do with, like, the roofs, though, because right now they're very bland and don't look super good. Like, you're just, like, walking around, and the roofs are all super, super flat. So what I think I'm gonna do... We could try this route here. Like, slabs of that. Yeah, as you can see, bunch of different sandstone variants here. Not that I'm gonna go using them, because it would be too much, I think, to do that, but just gonna like go around here, add some stuff to this. This video is very quickly turning to be just about this one little village and not about the road. That wasn't like intentional by any means. It's just kind of coming this. This road's a long-term project. If anything, it would probably be a multi-video thing anyway. This is probably, I guess, more of like a... This isn't like a one-and-done project kind of thing. So, like I said, this is a very new type of video for me, and so I'm still trying to really figure out and experiment with what it is that we're doing here. All right, let me go... Ah. Ow. Alright. I don't like that all of these are built on weird angles, but it is what it is. Probably wasn't going to have any other outcome just purely based off of how I set up these houses. I should have done one at like a diagonal or something. Although trying to do this style of house at a diagonal would be a pain to say the least. Okay, I do believe it is, however, now probably time to do time-lapse number 3. Alright, and with that, man, those seagulls are really loud. With this, our road project is done officially. We have brought this stretch of the road, as there are others that split off from here, from this main highway, if you could call it that. It's not really a highway, it's pretty small width-wise, but it is stretching to probably where this port construction will be. What it'll look like, I have no idea. It could look like the expeditionary company trading post that my base over at Spawn is. It could be something similar to that. It could be a genuine port city, something along the lines kind of related to the Island Kingdom build that we've done, the Kingdom of Loren. It's hard to say. However, it is now time for me to walk this entire road. So if I pull up my statistics here, you'll see my distance sprinted is 951.80 kilometers. My walked is 1334.75 kilometers. I'm going to keep both of these stats here written down, and once I have walked the entire thing and time-lapsed it, we will check the numbers again and see just how long the road really is. Okay, so I just walked that entire road from end to end here and immediately paused to do a little bit of math. Now we started at 951.80 sprinted, and I sprinted the entire way. We ended at 954.36, which leaves us with 2.5 kilometers, 2.56 kilometers to be exact. That entire road is 2.5 kilometers long, and for my American audience, which is probably most of you, if I remember correctly, I actually don't know what that is. Let me do some math. Give me 1 second. After conferring with the magical tome known as Google, I have figured out that is 1.59 miles. Also, more than 1.5 miles in length, which is pretty cool. Um, yeah, I subscribe. I guess I have no idea how to end this video. I have no idea how I'm even gonna edit this video. Um, there's been a couple of clips here that don't have audio, and I'm gonna have to maybe try and figure out how to record post production. I don't know. I'll figure it out. Anyway, subscribe, leave a like, drop a comment down below. You guys know the drill. I love all of you, parasocially.